and paying attention to the younger guys up under me. Because I always wished that somebody would pay attention to me and I might have had a smoother ride than I had to take. You know, so I'm looking at the local talent because I started my actually music business career in New York out of Staten Island with a partner of mine years ago. You know what I mean? And that same journey continued until I found Fetty Wap with my partner, Nick the Grit. You know what I mean? Actually, me and him hooked up, and that's how we got Fetty. Because Nick he's a little older than Fetty, so he was putting that grind in with Fetty. And me being from Patterson, you know, a lot of the areas I'm from, you know, like if it's the Fourth Ward or if it's down the hill, or up the hill, that project, I'm in all them projects. Right. So I hear everything. So once I seen that smoke coming, I'm searching, and boom, there it was. And we just took that and ran with it, ran it all the way up. You start a project, you finish a project.
Which is crazy, 52 weeks, Trap Queen on the chart, like, which was bananas in itself. Off of that album, you guys had 4 consecutive top 10 records, which is insane. What's the music process like? How do you hear, or how do you see, how do you identify talent? Everybody has their own way, right? Like, I think, and we're gonna dissect that and break it apart a little bit, because I think what's also important is for, you know, these young managers, right? Yep. And these young artists, I don't even think they understand, but we're gonna teach them the quality of music, right?
Exactly, yes.
How to put the business around the art to make it matter. Building a whole team, like it's not just about the hit, because you guys were able to get the other hits because you were able to milk and maximize the hit, right?
Exactly.
What is the process of being an independent? Because you not only, Fetty obviously is that, but you've always had your pulse around the country as well on what's bubbling.
Exactly, yes. So how I get to that point is just like, when we was young, we was wishing somebody kind of understood what we was talking about, you know, or what we was listening to and what we were doing as young kids. And I noticed that. So I always say that when I get a little older or maturer, I'm always pay attention to the ones that's coming up. So during the process of making music, I wish that everybody just be them. You don't be too influential to them. You kind of let them learn their own vibe, see what they vibing to. Because, you know, I might be vibing to something else because I've been successful since a young person. So when I go kick back and party, you know, I might got to put the other slower shit on because of, you know, I already got wild already out in the streets. So now when I come home, I want to put my feet up. And that sound might be something different. But you got to understand, I'm only one out of maybe 25,000 that could do that. They can't. So they shit is all day, every day. So I always put myself into that all day, every day vibe, what they do out in the streets, what they do at home, what they do with their homeboys and their homegirls, what everybody's vibing to in the clubs, you know what I mean? Because I had my hands on clubs and all that other stuff too, parties. So I always knew what the vibe was when it came to music. And my secret to that is always let them young kids shine through, because they the ones that's out there dancing. They the ones that's out there driving to the music. You know, we can't do as much as they can do because we got to worry about picking up the kids. We got to take this business call. Music can't be blasting. We got to feed the family. You know, they don't have to do all of that. So they 24/7 with the music. And the music is what saved us, because when there was a lot of pain going on, we always resorted back to music. Music kind of eased our pain. Music kind of eased them rainy days, them cloudy days. You put some music on and everybody vibe. And that's how we was in the inner city.